We are at the post-war Settle the Score show. At the pay-per-view, we saw what would be the first iteration of the Syndicate debut, with Tommy Cornell and Barry Bowen helping Ripcord and Brent Hill defeat Frankie Future and Sam Strong. We had a great match with Eric Tyler defeating Rico Santana. Our tag match was great and just solid across the board. Tonight, I'm not expecting as great of a rating, so I think SWF might beat us. Next episode, I promise I'll track to see what the score is of. I think it's 3-25 or something like that. Um, but yeah, let's get to the show. No pre-show matches, straight to it. So we start off the show with the debut of the Syndicate. Ripcord, of course, would be the one talking. He like it's the Triple H Evolution promo where he's like, this is the diamond can be squeezed in, or this is the coal can be squeezed into a diamond. About Tommy Cornell. Brent Hill's like I said, like the Arn Anderson enforcer type. Number two, Barry Bones the Muscle, the Batista. Then Tommy is the Randy, and we'll see how that goes. But it's like a mashup of Evolution and Four Horsemen. So excited to see how we pursue that. We do follow that up with Cruiserweight action, as that's always going to be like our follow up to everything. I would say Alex Braun defeats Golden Fox here with another win. And then post match, he's beating up Golden Fox. You're trying to unmask him. Dark Eagle makes a save. This is going to lead a blow off of their feud where Dark Eagle is going to defend versus Alex Braun one-on-one for the Cruiserweight title next week. Jesse Christian, who, if you remember, tried thanking Monty Walker for saving him, but Monty got interrupted by Coach Stick and RP Jr. recruiting Jesse to the All-Star team, or attempting to recruit. Here, Monty Walker, who didn't get a finish, tells Jesse wasn't about saving him from Charlie Homicide, but it was about sending Charlie Homicide a message. As I feel like that's a continuation of the feud there, and a continuation of the Charlie Homicide. So we're basically mixing up Monty Walker and Charlie Homicide and Jesse Christian, an all-star team, into a storyline. Jesse Christian, if you remember, Coach Dick and RP Jr. are going to be ringside for the next match. They are ringside here where Jesse Christian defeats Jimmy Power, and pretty basic match. Um, Overall, pretty solid. We follow that up with the Island Boys defeating the Black Serpent Cult in whatever match, just to get the Island Boys, Rico Santana, Richard Blood, a win. Richard Blood is another guy who got a new picture. And yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how we continue booking them onward and upward. We have Jack Bruce cutting a promo backstage saying, like, it could be footage of him watching a cruiserweight match, but he's like, you know what? Maybe I should join the cruiserweight division, and it's like we're gonna do like training montages in the following weeks of like Jack Bruce trying to cut weight. Because if you remember, about a month ago, in game, I don't know how long ago in actual, but I said Jack Bruce, I convinced to lose weight, so he's gonna cut some weight. Hopefully, get below that 225 marker for the cruiserweight division. We debuted Romeo Heartthrob, who's bald, and we had just have an immature angle where Chor Tornado is horrified at the sight of Romeo backstage. Like I would just have like Chor Tornado walk into a room, just scream in horror and be like, "Oh my god!" And then like it just pans over Romeo, and he's bald, and the fans would be aghast, and just a fun way because Chor Tornado is only 19. He's like a white meat, immature babyface kind of thing, and Romeo, of course, is like the old dastardly heel who's now vengeful for being bald. We have Cowboy. We have Liberty cutting a promo, and Cowboy Ricky Dale kind of comes out and like confronts him. This is setting up a one-on-one match to face Eric Tyler for the international title, but not quite yet. But that's what we're getting to. Solid. It's fine. There's a chainsaw being used behind my house. Like a tree fell on the street behind my house. So if you hear it, I'm sorry, and I'd understand if you didn't watch. Damien Carville defeats the Danger Kid. Just continuing the Damien Carville push here. As the Danger Kid is a little more popular than him, and it's fine. He doesn't get that damage losing to Damien, so Damien picks up a win here, hopefully getting his popularity closer to 40. The Vesey brothers carry Nation of Filth probably to their best career match. Just another win here for our tag champions. I don't always want to put the titles on the line if they're like in a match. I feel like that makes it redundant, but solid match all around. And Nation of Filth, new pictures, a lot better pictures in my opinion. So curious to see how that motivates me to book them going forward. We have an angle where Sid Streets, who debuted, saving his brother Dusty from BLZ Bub, like beating him down or hurting him, and Dusty kind of what's called refused Sid's help to get up. So this is Sid basically saying, even though he's a little brother, he's always looked up to his big brother, but they've always kind of had this competition between the two and don't always get along. So it's kind of painting the picture of two brothers divided, and the younger brother wants to make it right, but the older brother is still holding a little bit of resentment. Yeah, I think that's like a fun way to kind of like Dusty's not turning heel here, maybe. Um, he might. Honestly, we'll see. But sorry if I made a noise there. I was just like thinking. But yeah, pretty much this is Sid just describing why Dusty was like kind of a jerk to him. Then in our main event, the Blazing Flames defeat Flapjack and Lance. If you remember, Lance and Flapjack mocked the Blazing Flames at pay-per-view. So this is a follow-up, but it's not our last angle. Our last angle is Sam Strong coming out to the ring, about to cut a promo, and BLZ Bub just beats the hell out of him, possibly even injuring Sam Strong. As Sam Strong is not going to be in our next pay-per-view in August. It's not wholly weird. I don't remember what it is. But that's how we end our show with BLZ Bub. Sorry, I tried to mute, but that cough came out of nowhere. BLZ Bub standing up over Sam Strong. And yeah, pretty great angles. I should have maybe had the tag champs in the main event, but it's whatever. Got to test new things out, and I'm happy with that. Above the 65 rating once again. Let's check SWF, and then we'll get to it. I guess we can check Damien's popularity. So SWF 70. 72, so we did beat them. I think that's 4 wins over them now. Again, next episode, promise. Um, I will update the tracker. I feel like I said that. So the thing about Sid Streets is he's getting paid 150 or 125,000. Chief Enforcer, head of talent relations. He wants backstage position. I gave him 35,000. Wasn't happy. So he's another one. I'm probably gonna have to keep happy. I'm worried about. Oh my goodness. All right, let's give 150,000 to him. There, gave 150, 100, almost $200,000. He got an extra bonus for just being pain in the butt. Yeah, so he's number one. But yeah, the backstage we are losing money hand over fist, but we will get back to it. So he only went up to 35 there. So he went up 2 popularity with that win over Danger Kid. Danger Kid was kept strong, so he only went down 1. He went down 1 at the pay-per-view. So he's down 2, but he put over Dark Eagle, who I'm pretty happy with where he's at. Because like as a cruiserweight champion, even when he loses his title, like he's gonna be a strong like guy we can use to get new people over or to job the others. Um, Cowboy Ricky Dell, see his popularity real quick. Jeb Langley. So we're in Southwest. So that's one I'm looking at. But I try to look over them all. It's very confusing when it's all like mixed and match such as they are. So Jesse Christian went up 1. He was 24. He's now 25. Jimmy Powers 24. It's fine with me. So Lance Henderson's one that I'd like to get to at 40, but it's fine. But all right, we'll cut the episode there. Thank you guys for watching.